Hi, everyone that is watching today. Who we're going to be talking to is Elizabeth. She is going to basically run us through, her experience inside of the Fit Frontliner Elite Partnership Program. So, Elizabeth, go ahead, give everybody an idea, like where are you located at? What do you do for work currently? Just give everybody a little background on you.
Hi, yeah. So I live in Minot, North Dakota. I'm currently a blackjack dealer. I'm also in the Navy Reserves. And I have two kids and a wife.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
crazy schedule, like everybody else does. Yes. So super cold
100%.
in the wintertime, pretty nice in the summer. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So, give everybody a quick idea. Where were you at in your fitness journey right before you started to work with us?
Fitness journey. I don't really think there was a fitness involved in that. Was pretty out of shape. I had 2-year-olds and
Mm,
um, was trying to find a way to stick, to keep up with them. Have tried multiple different things, doing it on my own. Herbalife supplements, like just whatever the fad was. There's so much chatter online, and trying to just see what social media had to do, and trying to weed out the good and the bad.
of
Yeah.
course. And I know obviously you stepped inside with us. So, what was the main goal when you decided to jump in?
The main goal was to be able to be there for my kids. I think that was
Mhm.
the number one. I didn't want to be a couch family, and uh, being able to go outside and to run around with them, to pick up twins at the same time who
Yeah.
are getting very heavy, I might add.
Yeah. It's like you got your hands full over there, girl. Like honestly, between that and work and then being in the reserves, it's a packed schedule. You know what I mean? It really is. So, what kind of made you, I know you talked briefly about the kids, but like is there any else like that made you decide to invest in yourself, like kind of walking into the program?
Yeah, I also needed to pass a PT test that
Mm.
I
Yeah.
couldn't do. It'd been 20 years since I was in
Mm.
service, so I know I needed something that was going to kick me in the ass, and I
Yeah.
I needed help. I couldn't do it on my own. I didn't have, not maybe the willpower, but I needed the accountability.
Awesome. And like so far, I mean, you've come through. I know you got another like week with us, but any results, transformations that you've seen, maybe other people are noticing as well?
Yeah, I actually, funny story, just a couple weeks ago, I was with my family, and my sister-in-law asked my mom, she's like, is she doing something? She looks like she's more fit, not skinnier, just
Yeah.
fit. And
Yeah.
that was probably the best compliment right there.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable in my clothes. Got into a pair of jeans I haven't gotten into. Haven't seen really the scale move all that much. I think maybe a couple pounds, uh,
Hmm.
but definitely have seen clothes fit a lot better. Feel more confident too, which is really nice. I think that's the biggest transformation.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So I know like that's a big thing for most people is seeing that scale move. And like sometimes you're just gonna lose a lot of those inches, like gain that muscle. Like people are gonna kind of notice too. And we see ourselves every day. So sometimes we don't realize it until other people kind of like are going, hey, are you doing something a little bit differently? Which is kind of
Yeah,
cool to hear. Yeah.
and it's the pictures too, like taking
Uh-huh.
all of your progress pictures, and then all of a sudden you see them pop up side by side, and you go, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I see it now."
I
But
know.
yeah,
Yeah, you did awesome too. Like you're very consistent. Like you showed up for yourself, and that's all we can really ask of you as coaches is like, hey, like as long as you're ready and willing, we'll give you the exact systems to kind of put forth and ultimately too. Like, how'd you feel about the value inside of the program, like from start to finish?
oh, I don't think, to be quite honest, I honestly feel like it was a deal. Like I got the deal out of it. Um, I looked at other programs that were twice as much, uh,
Hmm.
and then you only had access for the time that you were in the program. So the fact that it was 50% of what others expected, and then you got just as much value, if not more, while you were in the program. And then you have access to everything afterwards. So it wasn't just being set up for, hey, during this time period, we're going to give you everything we've got. It was, hey, during this time period, we're going to teach you how to take everything we're giving you. And then we're going to teach you how to take that and then progress forward without us. And yet we're still going to be there if you need us.
Yeah,
So I,
which is Yeah, I'm glad you liked everything so far because that's a big part of this too. And people get, I know we just talked about like the trust factor and things is like, you guys put a lot of trust in us to like not only help you get results, but that you're going to get value out of something that you invested in. So, is there anything like you would kind of tell somebody if they were on the fence about stepping inside of this program and maybe they're unsure, maybe they've done the same thing, maybe they've looked at a bunch of different programs. Is there anything you would kind of tell them to kind of like help, push them in the right direction, I guess we can kind of say?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is kind of how I looked at it. I was nowhere near, I would say financially able to just kind of take the leap. Then
Mm-hmm.
you sit and you think about it and you say, okay, how many purchases on Amazon have I made? When I go out to the bar, how much money will I drop in a night and not even think about it twice? Now, multiply that over 4 months, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
look at how much you've actually spent. Now, if you can take 4 months of saying, I am not going to go and spend this at the bar, but I'm going to put this towards this,
Mm-hmm.
how is that not worth it? You would
Yeah.
actually see that you spend almost just as much, if not more, in 4 months on everything else in your life that doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And now you just have to say, I'm willing to actually put that towards myself and be selfish for 4 months. Because
Mm-hmm.
in regards, being selfish for 4 months is actually going to make everybody else around you that much more happier because it has for my family. I mean,
That's
my
good.
kids,
Yeah.
I play with them all the time. So
Good. Yeah, that's why I say compounds down, like, and I say that a lot of times within my program, like you kind of mentioned getting the lifetime access to stuff. Like, yes, it was an investment at the beginning, but like you're getting access to stuff like down the road. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's not like you buy a car and you pull it off the lot and it lose value. Like you guys now have access to stuff like down the years we go
right.
by. There's a couple things I'm thinking about like adding to the course. So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that you guys have the knowledge and the support too moving forward. But thank you again, like one for like I kind of mentioned, trusting us in this process. There is a lot out there. So I'm glad you took the leap with us. I'm glad everything has kind of worked out. I know you worked with Coach Denise, so how'd you feel so far with her, like throughout the program?
Oh, I couldn't imagine working with somebody else. She's been
Yeah.
great. And I mean, she's helped me through multiple little like
Mhm.
injuries, issues
Oh
with my
yeah.
leg, with my shoulder, and she went way above and beyond and looked for different things to kind of help complement that, give me mobility, to help strengthen those areas, and was always there. I mean, like I text, or message on the app, and literally, I think the longest I waited, she was at her son's wedding. So it was maybe like 24 hours, and then she still got back to me, knowing full well that she was busy with her own family life.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, forever grateful. I
Yeah,
am.
she's awesome. And like all my coaches are too. Like we try to bend over backwards, honestly, because we know how you guys have a busy life too. So we want to make sure like what we're there for you. We're answering your questions. We're like pushing you guys in the right direction. And so again, like thanks for the trust.